Hi everyone, welcome back to the Learning Lounge, the podcast where we tackle tough topics so you don't have to. Today we're diving into Indigenous gender stuff, identity, decolonization. It's super trending topic right now.
Absolutely, it's everywhere right now. Decolonization this, decolonization that. I even skimmed this book by Leanne and Alex something. The wording was complicated.
Anyways, we're thrilled to have actual Indigenous people here to tell us how we're doing. We have here with us today Noma and Bea.
Well, thanks for having us.
Of course, and can I just say, I love your beadwork. So authentic.
Oh, thank you. It actually comes from...
So anyways, that piece that you made us read, Don't Be Tricked, right? I like the message, but it came off a little angry. Like maybe tone it down a bit.
It's not a message, it's a warning from Tara Williamson. She wrote in Rage about how Canada devalues Indigenous women. She said, if you're an Indigenous woman, you're a prime target for colonial violence.
Wow, yeah, sometimes I feel tricked by society too. Like when I think there's a sale and it's not.
It's a bit deeper than that. Williamson's line, the system doesn't care how strong or talented you are, shows that misogyny isn't just personal, it's structural and colonial.
Right. I just think if she wants people to listen, she shouldn't make it so emotional. We could maybe show it in class with a PowerPoint, make it more like academic.
Or you could start by naming misogyny when you see it, even in yourself.
Speaking of naming things, let's take a moment to talk about today's sponsor.
Lay's chili. Spice that's just right.
So about the skirts, I loved that part. It's about showing respect through how you dress, right? Shows that they're more than clothing. They're tied to teachings, ceremony, and protection.
So if someone doesn't want to wear a skirt, they can't participate? That seems backwards. So why aren't you guys wearing any skirts then?
Actually, Williston questions that idea. Some communities have turned skirts into rigid rules about how women should dress, which mirrors colonial gender control. She says, don't be tricked. Skirts were originally a framework, a way to honor women's roles and teachings, but Indigenous communities also adapted. Youth began bending the rules, not to disrespect, but to keep traditions alive during a time when Canada tried to erase them.
So wait, people are getting offended by dress codes now? I mean, rules exist for a reason.
Well, no, it's neither. Simpson writes that ceremony must bend with the youth. Bend the rules isn't disrespectful, it's resurgence. Real tradition lives through consent and relationship, not enforcement.
So flexibility equals feminism. Got it.
It's not about flexibility, it's about restoring love and accountability. Cree law, love in action.
Well, love doesn't pay rent. I'm just saying. Sometimes structure is good. Anyways, we'll put that on a poster. Love in action.
Oh, please don't.
Wilson also mentions some alarming numbers. 39% of Two-Spirit women and 21% of Two-Spirit men have attempted suicide? I mean, that's tragic. But those stats are American, right? It's not that bad here.
No, that's the reality across borders. Two-spirit and gender diverse people face exclusion in both colonial and some Indigenous spaces. It's about being erased twice.
Okay, but Two-Spirit, I keep hearing that. Isn't that just some modern label?
Well, no, two-spirit identities existed long before colonialism. In Cree communities, for example, men who lived and functioned as women were called Ikwekazo, and women who functioned as men were Ininakazo. These were respected roles, not shamed identities.
They dressed, worked, and contributed according to the roles, and were often seen as spiritually powerful. Colonization erased these roles, replacing them with rigid gender binaries.
Oh, actually, we have a diversity corner in our classroom with rainbow stickers and everything.
Well, diversity corners don't end colonialism. Resurgence isn't decoration, it's responsibility.
Sure, but visibility is progress. I mean, people need to start somewhere. We can't just fix everything at once.
Only if it leads to safety. Body sovereignty means creating spaces where no one's identity is conditional.
Right. Safe spaces. Got it.
Well, safety requires giving up control, not messages.
Both readings talk about misogyny again. I mean, yes, sexism exists, but don't you think some of that is just people being a little too sensitive?
Well, misogyny is the backbone of colonial power. You know, Glenn Coulthard writes that even indigenous societies can internalize it, you know, through how we can interpret women, silence them, or decide whose knowledge counts.
Oh, I interrupt all the time. That's just my teaching style.
Exactly. That's how normalized it's become. It's in our habits.
Well, if we couldn't interrupt each other, nothing would ever get done. Some of us are just more confident speakers.
Yeah, especially in podcasts like this one.
Okay, so to recap, skirts are optional, love is an action, and we shouldn't be tricked.
Exactly, look at us already unlearning. I feel like we've basically decolonized something today.
You've discussed it, not lived it. Decolonization isn't a checkbox, it's a lifelong relationship.
You know, resurgence means changing who holds the mic, you know, literally and metaphorically.
Maybe the hardest part of unlearning is realizing we're part of the problem.
That's where the work begins.
Well, thank you both for sharing your perspectives. It's great to get that kind of inside view.
Well, they're not just perspectives, you know, they're teachings.
Yes, absolutely, teachings. Anyways, that's all we have time for today. Thank you both so much for sharing your wisdom. We really learned a lot.
Yes, thank you. We'll tag you on our Instagram post. We're using the hashtag reconciliation. Don't forget to follow us.